flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawkeyes offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Right back to the well. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. Find some fresh air. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Fast motion in the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Go straight ahead. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Extending the play. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. What a play there, and he whips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to pound it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to pass on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to run it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Continues to fight for yards. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gators will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Defense in press coverage. Hands it off. Powers through the defender.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Gator. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Power football with the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. Hard running there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Turns it loose. Big guy smells it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Gets it out quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Gonna look downfield again. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa. On to attempt the try.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got some room to run. Drills him with the stiff arm.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. But good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. He's looking to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. What a play to get inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Bringing the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to swing it on second down. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it along the sideline. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pressure coming. He's got him wrapped up. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.